Persona 5 on the PS3. Why did I get it? Because I am one crazy son of a bitch. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello humans, and thank you for joining me in another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash the like button. Now, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode... Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Alright, so you're asking yourself, why? Why did he buy Persona 5 on the PS3? Well, there's a couple reasons. One of them is, and the most important one, it is the rarer game, believe it or not. Used, the PS3 version actually goes for more than the PS4 version. And that is because it sold less. You know, you had to make less, right? In a couple of places internationally, you know, people still play the PS3 a lot, and this is a very popular game, so it, you know, it just stands to reason that they would make it for the PS3. But regardless, it's going to be in the long run the rarer game, I think, and the one that's going to be worth the most long term. So that would be my reason number one. And as I'm talking about this, guys, you can look at the graphics there. And I recorded this in a camcorder because, of course, we have no budget
which is good
for this show. But you know what? These games are not really about the graphics. Is it a little bit choppier than the PS4? Yes, of course. But this type of game, you know, graphics are, you know, not as important, I guess, at least to me. Being an RPG, you know, the game is still beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's the color in this game, the shading, is one of my favorite of all time. The color scheme in this game really is. And another reason I bought Persona is because Persona 5, it's on the PS3, is because it's the second game that I got from the Shin Megami Tensei series. Even though they dropped the name for this, we all know that it's a side story, you know, from mainline SMT. But it is the second game that I bought from Atlas within the series, and it became very special to me because of the time I bought it. This game I bought right after Soul Hackers. I wanted, after Soul Hackers, to experience everything that had to do with Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, and so on and so forth. And it came during a time where I really needed peace, you know. I mean, I was going back to school, and I was giving up a lot of things, you know, going out, partying, all that stuff. Especially because I'm older, you know, we do that a lot. I'm kidding. Older people, you know, we tend to socialize and stuff, but, you know, it's harder to go back to school when you're older. There's a lot of things, you know, a lot of barriers that I had to overcome. You would be surprised. You would be surprised, depending on the community you're in there, of course, that there is some blowback of, you know, going back to school as you're older, you know, even from the faculty themselves. You know, when I go walk in there, I remember going in a couple of times and going to college and people asking me, who are you here to pick up? You know, and of course I was going there for me. But, you know, when I would get home and, you know, do my homework and do everything I had to do, one of the things that I loved doing, just relaxing, would be to play, not only play the game, but I would sit there and listen to the music. This is some great music in here, like the other Persona games. of course, but this specifically reminds me of going to college in Los Angeles and being stressed out at the end of the day. I was working my way through college, so I would work in the morning, go to college midday, and then go to work at night, for a couple of hours. So my schedule was tight, you know, um, and there was no time for socializing. There was no time for doing a lot of things that I loved to do. I had very little free time, and whenever I did have time for myself, um, I would play this game, and I would play this game a lot. And when I wasn't playing this game, a lot of times I was just listening to the music in the background, and it just brings memories, some of them good, some of them not so great, but they were part of the struggle. Now, this is probably why I have a strong connection to this series, when I started playing the first game, I was straight out of the hospital. I just had surgery, and I really went in deep, and I have to say I still haven't finished Soul Hackers, which is a good thing. Part of me doesn't want to finish it because I have such a special connection to the game, right? Because it was my first. Um, and then graduating onto this and playing it on my PlayStation and having those nights where I was just dead tired and not being able to do all the things I wanted to do. Um, in the long run, it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot of, self-control. Believe it or not, I quit drinking completely playing Persona. Um, Playing Persona took the place of that nightcap or, whatever else I would do. I stopped doing a lot of things, and I mean a lot of things. Um, that were probably not the best for me, going for that late night cab, going out to the bar, whatever. And it doesn't mean that I became completely antisocial. And I still spent time with my family and I did what I had to do, but most of my time was being spent in school and working. So, doing those kind of activities where I was going to go out, and stay up till 2 in the morning or doing what have you, because I'm single, by the way, single guy, so I don't have family responsibilities, and I didn't, my kids are grown, so I didn't have anybody to come home to. So when I wasn't going to school, you can just know I was having an amazing time being a bachelor in Los Angeles, But when I decided to do this change, this was very helpful in ways that I couldn't even imagine. And that's why I have a special connection to these series of games, And it is these games that not only rekindled a lot of my love for dedication to a series, but more than anything, it made me get back into collecting, specifically collecting, because now I was searching specifically for these games because I admired them in a different way that I had admired games before. Before, I just liked games because of the gameplay, what have you. And because this game series in particular has so much history. I mean, we're talking about 30 years. There's art, there's stories, there's just so much history to the games, guys. There's so much to that you can follow, to dig in deep, and listen to the stories of the people that have worked on the games, that have voiced the games, that have done music for the games. And it really gave me a healthy hobby that I could do on my spare time that was compatible for my with my personal growth, right? And it was something that wasn't affecting me in a negative manner, which turned out to be pretty cool because soon after that surgery, a few months later, I had another one. But that's going to be something for another time. All right, guys, I just wanted to share you a little bit of a history here of why I bought this PS3 Persona 5 disc, but it's all good reasons and they're all good memories. And you know what? I'm playing the game now. All right, humans. Don't be afraid to be happy. I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm watching you. Yeah, I'm still watching you. Go ahead and do it.